I am Matt, and I am in real estate. I didn't tell anyone I was a realtor for like the first 7 years. I would just say I'm in real estate. I had this idea that it was a plastic-faced Cadillac driving, glorified car salesman, with a gold jacket. The way I would approach the business was like, what would a realtor do? That's not what I'm gonna do. So it took me a lot longer to, to find success. My background's always been around people and solving problems. You're digging into their lifestyles, their needs, their wants, and then you're like, oh, okay, now I have all this information. We can dig in and work together to solve this problem. So if you're looking for a house and you're moving to a new neighborhood or a new town, you're challenged with that, and that's something that we can work together to solve. When I was playing music, when I started to dive into it a little more seriously, I never wanted to learn songs. I wanted to know how songs were made. And it gave me that ability to create. So it's like, what are they doing? Like, let's figure out why they did what they did and analyze it and think of it from that way. So yeah, I always feel like I live at 5,000 to 10,000 feet. And that's the thing that's allowed me to have the success that I've had, is that I am living up there and I'm like, oh, this connects to this connects to this. This is how it all works. I just feel like I can connect emotionally with people. I get where they're going. One thing we found when we decided to partner up was we had seen real estate teams where there's, Joe Smith's real estate team and all of his minions about that he takes a cut. So we formed a partnership, which we felt was important. And it started out just kind of being in support. Chad was an urban planner. My background was a little bit more creative. So from a marketing and urban planning standpoint, we had a pretty compelling outlook of how the city was developing and what was going on. And people loved that. As I would tell them, together we're one hell of an individual. But eventually we started to see opportunities to grow the business, seeing that Nashville was growing, identified that there wasn't a rental property management group. There weren't small boutique ones, at least. So that's when we formed that and brought in Autumn, and she's been able to really focus on that. So that's when we were able to lay out we have the resale. Our background was in new construction before that, so we can represent developers, and we had property management. So from a financial sense, it was great because we could balance out the checks. If we were taking them to a new construction development, we had the background to understand and get through the contracts to show them. We could prepare them what a developer mindset was like. From a resale, we could talk about, your individual strategies for this, the neighborhood connections. The urban planning then came in. Chad's from Nashville. Drawing from my experience in Austin and his study of other cities, we could identify challenges or benefits for those. The uniqueness of what we do is that we are set up to grow with you. So we sell you your first home, then you might upgrade, keep that as a rental. We have a property management group that can then manage the rental. And then you start with your family and you might have to grow again. Then maybe you started to create some wealth, and we're there to guide you on how to invest and continue to grow that piece. We like to think of ourselves as more of financial planners in the respect to just real estate, to help you understand, because it is an investment to your home, but it's also a place you have to live as well. The first question comes up, space. How do I get more space? Or, hey, we don't need to walk to coffee shops anymore. We need good school systems. So we're driving that, and then we're talking about what are some of the other things that mean something to you and where we're going to be, what's working, what's not working in your life, and really kind of checking those boxes as we go. And it usually starts pretty organically until they're ready to come in and really have that deeper conversation. Real estate's afforded me the opportunity to be a lot with family. I was able to spend a full month when the baby was born. We've been able to build a structured home life that's predictable, and that's important for me. Food, music, arts, all those things are are really important for me, and they play well to what I do and allow me that freedom. That's what keeps me getting up in the morning is being able to explore and not be tied to a desk. We invest in rental properties. We have our own Airbnb. We designed our house where, we're constantly making improvements and taking on projects. The same thing our clients are doing too. So I have a lot to pull from in that respect. We have made changes for people's lives because we're identifying with those changes. Are you going to be content in this situation? I don't love the word happy because it's not sustainable, but can we get to that contentment element of their life? So that's where it's not easy helping people see. Everyone has this dream of what they want to do in a house, and you have to help them find reality with that. And that's where you have to dig down what's important. People call and they're asking for that, hey, we're gonna do this now. What should we do? Because they clearly valued what we did. Now we're not monetizing this, but we're helping them with their renovations and what upgrade they should do, or what vendors they should do. Who do we trust? So we take great value and stock that we are a valued resource to the people we've worked with, and with the exception of a few, there's some really long-lasting relationships.